Hey Chris, it's time to find the games. Are you ready?
What? No man, go away.
I said...
Are you ready, Chris? Okay.
Like, this place is a dump. How do you live like this?
Look, did you come in to question my lifestyle or to play games?
What is up? This is FGR Choi.
And the punching bag of the series.
Welcome to another episode of Flash Game Reviews. If you're wondering where Zach is, then he's on a business trip.
Finally. I'm away from shitty games. Hopefully now I can get some peace and quiet.
Anyway, we will be playing Spongebob Flash games. Spongebob is a popular TV show created by Steven Hillenburg that aired in 1998 and is one of the most popular cartoons in history. I played a certain Spongebob Flash game when I was a kid, but I can only remember vague details about it. Today I am going to try to find it again. Are you ready, Chris?
I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Let's begin. We're just starting it.
Nope, not doing it. Can't make me.
Welcome to SpongeBob SquarePants Trash Bash. It's a linear game. You play as Mr. Krabs and Plankton as a kid from one episode. Your goal is to platform higher and higher until you find a piece of a secret recipe while avoiding the trash liquid thing that slowly ascends throughout the stage.
You notice right away that the controls are stiff, especially on jumping, and Mr. Krabs walks so slow that he could probably compete in that snail race.
Mr. Krabs can punch under blocks to jump to another platform. There are 3 different types of blocks throughout the entire game. There's a very light block that crumbles like sand when you step on it. There is the darker block that you can safely walk on. And of course there's the block that is indestructible and acts like a real platform.
The worst part is, when you try to jump to another platform, you gotta be right on the mark, or else you will hit the block next to it, effectively wasting time.
Also, there are power-ups to help you in this game. Krabby Patties are for getting points, dead fish are extra lives, and the most useful item in the game is the time freeze. It freezes time, stopping the trash liquid for a moment and making the game a little easier.
Without those power-ups, this game can be difficult, especially with the platforms.
Yeah, those platforms can fuck you up and lead to your death. It's like doodle jumping, except it sucks.
But how do you get around these seaweed walls?
Oh yeah, so to get the items on the other side of the seaweed walls, you have to throw Plankton. But here's the thing, controlling Plankton has the most back-ass control scheme I've seen in a while. You have to first hit space to pick him up, then hit space again to throw him. Now you have to get him back before you can move again. How do you do that? Well, certainly you don't hold the arrow key. That'll make too much sense. Instead, you have to mash the arrow key.
Well, maybe if you want better control schemes, then cough up some money to buy a real game, cheapskate.
Shut up. Anyway, there are 5 levels total. Once you get all of the pieces of the secret recipe, you have beaten the game. Overall, despite its flaws, it's a decent game that you can easily pick up and play.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you right there, buddy. I wouldn't play this thing even when I'm bored in math class.
I will give this game an FGR score of 6 choice out of 10. But this is not the one I'm looking for. Whatever. Let's move on to the next game.
Ow!
This is SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini Bottom Bust Up.
Where are you finding these games?
Right away, the gameplay style is the same as Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES.
You play as Spongebob. The controls are simple and function well.
You first start off fighting Patrick. He's easy and predictable. Also, this round lets you get used to the controls. The basic moves are punching and kicking. To let you know right now, the kicking does a lot of damage, even more than the punching.
Whoa, hold on. That's a karate chop? That's not a karate chop, that's a slap! You're just slapping him! You're literally just slapping each other!
Just shut up and play the game.
The meter thing next to SpongeBob is the health bar. All red, you're dead. The tiny dots for the star at the top are the special move meter. When you hit the opponent or dodge their attacks, your special meter will go up, and when it gets to the top, you can use your special move by hitting the space bar.
But the real shit starts as soon as level 2, when you fight Sandy. This game has a sudden difficulty spike. If you're not prepared, then Sandy will kick your ass.
Wow, it's like slapping a starfish isn't the best training for a karate squirrel.
Also add insult to injury, her special move takes half of your health.
This game is all about timing. When you get it right, you can dodge any hits and even special attacks. But if you get the timing wrong, then that's one-way ticket to rock bottom.
Another bullshit thing about this game is that whenever you die, your ass goes back to the very beginning of the game. I hate it when games do that shit. Then after a few deaths, I finally beat Sandy and moved on to the final round of the game.
Squidward can be just as bad as Sandy if you don't master the timing. But no, it's not. What's wrong with Squidward? He looks like a crackhead there. That's so weird. Why is he even... And SpongeBob is just slapping Squidward's stick. He is slapping his stick. I can't make this shit up. Someone play tested this and was like, I don't see nothing wrong here. Perfectly normal to me. I guess now we know why SpongeBob was always bugging Squidward, trying to get his tentacles, and you know what? I'm just gonna stop right there.
After you beat Squidward, that's the end of the game.
Also, there's champ mode. Basically the same game except way harder.
Overall, this game is decent and challenging. The art style is decent, although a bit strange so to say, but whatever. And there are 2 songs throughout the game, they're okay. For the FGR score, I will give it 5 choice out of 10.
This is going surprisingly well so far.
Yeah, you said it. Except I still can't find that one game I played as a kid. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but I got a bad... feeling.
Who are you? I hope you have insurance for your roof.
I am Patchy the Pirate. I am the SpongeBob fan club host from another dimension.
Great. Another one.
I hope you have a good reason for breaking through my roof, you pirate wannabe.
Arg! I am just giving you a gift.
Is it a box full of treasures?
Even better.
Yay, another Flash game. And porn viruses. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the game. I'm going back to my dimension now.
Hold on, wait! I have a question to ask you.
I'm listening.
I'm looking for a specific game that I used to play when I was a kid. It was very special to me. Do you have any locations of it? Or any sources that lead up to it?
I would tell you, but unfortunately I have no knowledge of the game you're talking about.
Damn it!
Anyway, take care.
Are you going to cover for that roof? Guess not.
So we're not even in the question that Patch just broke into my house?
I'm pretty much numb to it at this point. It's no treasure, but at least we can quickly take a look at it.
I guess so.
Do I really need to say something? This is SpongeBob SquarePants Sea Monster Smush. This game is very similar to Dig Dug. but there's a big difference that I'll cover momentarily.
The music here is terrible. Just listen to it. What genre even is it? It's terrible. I hate it. Who composed it and why?
I thought it was good.
No, it wasn't. Shut your face, you cheap moron.
The enemies you are dealing with in this game include Pufferfish and the Lizard Reject from the Amazing Spider-Man that shoots lightning bolts. If you get hit by the enemies, then you're dead, simple as that.
The controls are responsive and it feels fluent. Surprise, surprise.
I like the graphics in this game, it looks good, but here's the main difference between this game and the original Dig Dug. It has power-ups.
The anchors not only crush enemies, but they spawn power-ups. Well, technically the original had collectibles too, but they weren't power-ups and, well... Who wrote this script again?
And there's two different power-ups. There's the bubble one, which lets you trap enemies in a bubble, resulting in one-hit KO, and the conch shell, which paralyzes your enemies for a few seconds, giving you a chance to escape.
Overall, the game is very well done, the gameplay is good, and the power-ups are a bonus. But you're still ripping off Dig Dug, so...
It has good graphics and good... Well, it has music. The controls are not as smooth as the original Dig Dug, but they're fluent. It's one of the greatest Flash games I ever played in this series. Not that it's saying much. For my final score, I will give it 8 choice out of 10.
Damn it! That's not the one either.
There, it'll be alright.
I really don't think it will. But if you say so.
Let's move on to the next game, okay?
This is SpongeBob SquarePants Run. The menu screen alone will set the tone for what's about to come.
Let's go? Oh. Oh no. It's one of those games, isn't it?
Once you get into the gameplay is like any other mobile running game, but somehow they made it boring and crappy. Also, this game is repetitive. It's just platforms after platforms with no real obstacles.
You have seen nothing.
The controls are weird. To move, you must drag your mouse forward and backwards. To jump, just click. Sometimes the controls don't respond, which causes SpongeBob to fall down the pit. If you think this game is bad now, we've only scratched the surface of this, well, game.
The graphics in this game looks ugly as shit. SpongeBob's face looks derpy as hell, and his nose is too short.
The only power-up you'll get is the super jump. It makes SpongeBob jump higher, but for some reason you can't get the Krabby Patties while super jumping, even when you're in the dead center of it. Oh, I'm sorry, hamburgers.
Believe it or not, this game has glitches up the ass. For example, if you get game over with these platforms on screen, they stay there in front of everything, even when you go back to the menu screen.
One occurrence happens when SpongeBob just falls off the platform with no explanation.
And the scoring system sucks ass. It keeps resetting after you hit 9. How do you even fuck that up?
There are checkpoints in this game, but that doesn't matter when you lose all your lives because you go back to the beginning of the game.
I want to end the review for this game since it's got no hope whatsoever. Also, I don't want to see any more of this pile of fucking shit. Overall, this game is a bucket of ballsack. For my final rating, I will give it 2 choice out of 10. Fuck this game, I'm out.
I'd rather be playing any other game at this point. Hey, what about that game?
What is this game? What is it?
I mean, it has interesting levels, and time, and sound effects. It's just that, why? Why? I will give this game a out of an Okay, next game. Next game, please. Next game. Next game. Next game. Next game!
aren't anymore. Also, I can't believe I am wasting my fucking time playing shitty Flash games so I could find out one particular fucking game.
No, let's just call it a day at this point.
No. Let's take a look at one more game to see if we get any luck.
Alright, if you say so.
Alright. This is Super Brawl World. This game is a combination of a parody of Super Smash Bros. And normal fighting gameplay.
The graphics are good, the stages are colorful, and they're based off different franchises. It comes with different remixes of music from different series. Some of them are good, and others are decent. You get to choose a variety of Nickelodeon characters from different franchises. Now that would make this game amazing, except it's extremely cringy, so...
Once you choose your character, you get to choose objects to increase your stats, and choosing character summons, which are like assist trophies from Super Smash Bros. You like all that cool stuff that the game gives you? Well, guess what? None of it matters at all, because of one major fatal flaw. All you need to do to win any battle in this game is just hold right and mash the spacebar.
No fighting game is complete without a brain dead win combo.
And there's tournament mode where you can get to choose teams, a silly username, and country you're from. In this mode you could unlock items for different characters.
Are you sure? There's no going back!
Yes, I'm sure. I live in the fucking United States.
It doesn't really matter because after 10 minutes you'll be shutting the game off because how bored you're going to be.
The online mode is all fine and dandy, until you realize that it's literally the same as single player.
Come on, it's one thing to have a bad Wi-Fi connection or even none at all, but to flat out fake it is just stupid.
Overall, it's a boring fighting game. The graphics and music are fine, but that doesn't help the boring gameplay. If you want some real action in a fighting Flash game, then play Super Smash Flash 2, which I'll be getting to that one in the future. Anyway, for my final rating, I will give it 4 choice out of 10. You know what? Fuck this. I'm done with this shit. I can't find a fucking game, and worst of all, I just waste my fucking time.
What should we do now?
Let's call it for now. We'll look for another day.
Alright. Can you get out of my house?
Oh yeah. I just kind of barged in, didn't I? So, we're going to do this another time, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
What an asshole.
Later that same evening.
You know, it's a shame Troy never found that game of his. Maybe some people just want to keep the gold for themselves.